Welcome to Amherst, Massachusetts, and McGurk Alumni Stadium, home to the Minutemen of UMass, just a stone's throw away from where the heart of the American Revolution was fought, and we are anxious to see a fight on the gridiron in this one. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on another team from the MAC, the UMass Minutemen. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minutemen offense takes the field, and they'll go to work first. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all, Palmer.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. UMass quickly back to the line. Off the play fake. Oh, he wants it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route. The quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with this receiver on the line.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
Bringing it back, it's Lane. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Got his man all by himself. And he's got a touchdown.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The give to the back. On the move at the 30. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. UMass quickly back to the line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. It'll be a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. On second down, he'll let it fly. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the option. Now the pitch. Keeps the legs moving. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wide receiver now comes in motion. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive. Right back to the well. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now on the move. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute. And it's in there for a touchdown. Effective offense leading the way here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's got him this time.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49. Going up top on first down. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. He's looking for a man on second down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This is a third and long. Handoff to the single running back. At midfield, he's got room. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, it's a great individual effort by the running back on that last play. It's third and forever. He tried to get his team the first down. Not enough. Let's see what they do on fourth.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Give to the running back. Using the spin move. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops the throw. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The UMass offense returns to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
That pass is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. One more snap coming before halftime. Trying to find his man on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got it down the right side. Oh, look out. He's at the 10. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy #1 for that opposing sideline. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And now this offense will take the field again. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. At the 45, on his way. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. He's got 99 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Running back searching for a hole. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He'll do it himself. At the 35, he's got room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Looking to move it through the air. The throw. He's got it. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for them.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Floating away. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, UMass.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Florida. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. from the gun, running back on the move. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. A run for the quarterback. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now on the option. Now the toss. Still on his feet at the 45. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Forced out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He now has 110 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. And now on third down after that last run. To the ground to try to move the chains. Fights off a defender. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working the middle, it's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The UMass offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Murphy. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. What can they pull out of the playbook here on second and long from the 17? He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets it out quickly. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together, and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down coming up. The aerial assault continues. Grabs it in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Quick strike complete.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. On second down, looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jamison. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
UMass lines up with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UMass. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. So an 82-yard drive there. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the... The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Using his feet. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they... Welcome to DeKalb, Illinois, and home of the Northern Illinois Huskies, and we are looking forward to a sensational showdown that the fans have been ready for quite some time. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the back, a team ready to put on a show. Squaring off with another team from the back, the Northern Illinois Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
Here comes the offense on first down. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looking for a productive play on first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
The give to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Makes the catch and knock down. Offense lining up quickly.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
It's complete on the right side. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
And here comes the offense on second down.
3-25.
The give to the back. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll leave it with the lone back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on third down. They're in a position on the...
And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes second and 10. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Huskies are marching down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Steps away to find some room. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we've played one quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down.
Here we go.
On second down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass. and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. He's going to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I love the coverage in the back end by the secondary. That DB was glued to the wide receiver, staying right behind him. He was able to locate the ball and get his paw out there to knock it down.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He looks that one in nicely.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
They're bringing heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Here comes the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It's good. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He'll try to do it himself. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And guys, with the empty backfield on 2nd and short, might they take a shot here? He's looking to throw. Coming after him. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Motion from the offense. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he makes the catch inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Now on 1st down from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They'll immediately call timeout.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's the give off the left side. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Give to the running back. Plows through the defense. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like you've got a great scene there today in DeKalb. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Husky Stadium.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Makes his connection. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Huskies will hustle to the line.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Trying play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wilfork. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. On third down, going up top. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Power football with the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down, looking for more. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
At the 20, he's got space. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Northern. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Caught. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Now improvising. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
Wants to throw on second down. Finds his tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a second down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Line getting set on second down. Off play action. And he goes down back at the 1 yard line.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your second sack. It's only the third quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Brings it down on the right side. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. He finally steps out of bounds. A gigantic run that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They're going to ride this running back. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. On the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneaks ahead. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And the offense is doing probably exactly what you want them to do. What do we need to do? We need to run clock. We got the lead.
Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Robbins. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some out of it.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Northern Illinois right back to the line. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
First down for this offense. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback will keep it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robbins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. They weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They've got the screen set up. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He's looking for an open man on second down. They're trying to get to it. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The Huskies racing to the line in a hurry-up. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. He wants to throw. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Now on second down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to throw on second down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On 4th down, going to the air. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Northern Illinois!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
On the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Comes out throwing on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Win, win, win.